Okay, now let's have the lesson 2 under the first unit, which is instruction to material development. We have here the same objectives since these objectives are good for the whole unit. First, deepen understanding on the essence of instructional materials towards successful instructional delivery. Second, develop instructional materials which are appropriate, relevant, and appealing. And lastly, evaluate instructional materials based on the criteria set and demonstrate the ability to adapt purposeful constructional materials. So now let's have our lesson 2, development of instructional materials. So we'll be talking about everything on how we can develop or enhance our instructional materials. Authenticity and purposiveness of instructional materials for language learning are essential elements before they can be meaningfully utilized in class. They are essential elements and potent guides in designing and developing these materials. As we've mentioned in our first discussion, the instructional materials is the material or the visual aid that we will be using or can be a great help in making our discussion easier. We have here some people who have defined development of instructional materials based on their own understanding. Let's first start with Noonan 1991. According to him or her, materials development is basically dealing with selection, adaptation, and creation of teaching materials. In order for you to create the best instructional materials, you have to make sure that you will be able or you can be able to adapt to what kind of learners you have. Your basis in creating instructional material is always from the capability of your students. Next, let's have Tomlinson 1998. According to him, materials development refers to anything which is done by writers, teachers, or learners to provide sources of language input in many ways which maximize the likelihood of intake. And lastly, we have McGrath 2013. The importance of materials as content acts as a stimulus for communicative interaction, and materials as language serves the purpose of information about the target language and carefully selected examples of use. Yung instructional materials na gagawin natin, we have to make sure na kaya siya ng bata, hindi kaya mo. Okay? You need to adjust, you need to adapt to what kind of learners you have. Hindi pwedeng gagawa ka ng crucial or masyadong mahirap intindihin na instructional materials just because you want to challenge yourself as a teacher. Mahihirapan kang ipaintindi sa bata kapag ang instructional materials mo is para sa pansarili mo lang. You need to develop all kinds of ways na pwede mong maisip para lang maging applicable sa student mo ang instructional materials na meron ka. Next, we have Pardo and Teles 2009. Teacher-produced materials play an important role in bridging the gap between the classroom and the world outside. Malaking factor ang outside world sa inside ng ating classroom. Kaya kailangan you were able to be familiar with trends or anything na in demand or trendy na kayang sabayan ng bata. If you always focus on using the chalkboard, the cartolina, tapos yung mga tao sa labas, or sabihin natin may mga ibang teachers na nag-a-adapt sa technology, na pag-iiwanan ka. Magiging boring ang klase mo kapag you still stick to the traditional part, especially if you just focus on the plain material na gagamitin pag-discuss. Next one, we have Reindeers in White 2010. According to them, language, learning, and teaching have been further transformed by the rapid development of a wide range of technology, mediated resources, materials, tasks, and learning environment. Katulad ng nasabi natin kanina, As 21st century learners and teachers, we need to make sure na hindi tayo napag-iiwanan ng kung ano ang bida or ano yung ganap or ano yung trending sa ating panahon. The use of technology nowadays can make our discussion easier and mas nakikinig yung mga bata. Kasi madalas, example natin sa PowerPoint, kapag may mga effects ka dyan, na-amaze yung mga bata. So, dyan pa lang, nakikita na nila na yung inyong instructional material is attention grabber. Okay? Naaakit sila sa effects pa lang. So, how much more kapag gumawa ka pa ng life-size TV, say for example, or gumawa ka ng iba't ibang klaseng instructional materials wherein you are going to innovate or compromise 21st century designs na appropriate sa iyong discussion. Next one, we have Regni as cited in Nambiar, Ibrahim et al. 2020. Integrating texts with the local culture will lessen the unfamiliarity and help students to read better. This is the struggle of language teachers. Meron tayong students na una, they're still not able to read straight. Pangalawa, they're still not able to understand what they are reading. Pangatlo, hindi nila maintindihan kahit yung mga native language or local culture language na meron sila. Kasi they're fond of speaking in other dialects. So for example, mas prefer nilang mag-English kumpara mag-Minasbate or mag-Tagalog kumpara mag-Minasbate. So meron silang mga terms na hindi alam. So, isa po yan sa challenge natin bilang language teacher. We have to make sure na may integrate natin yung language or yung dialect na meron yung bata para mas maintindihan niya. Example natin, kapag nagdi-discuss kayo in actual classroom, hindi naman straight English yung gagamitin natin. Kasi may instances po na ita-translate ninyo into Tagalog hanggang mag-Minasbate or kung anumang language or dialect yung maiintindihan ng iyong mga bata. Kailangan mong mag-adapt. Kailangan mong mag-adjust in order for your students to understand what you are discussing. The development of instructional materials is a challenge among the teachers. Its rigorous preparation should not be taken for granted. It has to be well thought of and carefully aligned with the desired learning outcomes as well as the learning activities. Hindi madaling gumawa ng instructional materials if hindi ka familiar with your discussion. If hindi ka familiar sa kung ano yung gusto mong outcomes ng iyong discussion. Kaya nga nabanggit dyan na it is a challenge. Developing an instructional material is a challenge sa ating mga teachers. Kasi kailangan aligned lahat ng content natin. Kailangan na pag-isipan natin ng mabuti kung ano yung ilalagay sa instructional materials natin. Kasi yan yung titingnan ng bata, yan yung ituturo natin sa bata, and yan yung magiging way para maintindihan ng bata yung ating topic. So, hindi dapat putyo-putyo or minadali ang inyong instructional materials. You have to make sure the instructional material is as perfect as your lesson plan. Though walang perfect na lesson plan, but we have to make sure na at least our instructional materials is perfect. Understandably, in certain cases, teachers who are confronted with a number of responsibilities resort to utilizing available materials at hand offered by colleagues and friends, not showing much concern on the appropriateness, relevance, and responsiveness of the instructional materials to the diverse needs of students. In effect, students' learning remains theoretical and not practical. Papaano naging mahirap sa teacher gumawa ng instructional materials? Bakit may mga teachers na nanghihingi na lang ng sources, ng PowerPoints, ng lesson plans, instructional materials, etc. sa kapwa nila teachers? It is because of how loaded the teacher is in terms of working. Yung teachers natin ngayon is not only focusing on the students, they're also focusing on the paperworks. What kinds of paperworks? In terms of writing lesson plans, the school forms, the accomplishment reports, the narrative reports. Lahat na ng klase ng reports ginagawa pa ng teacher. Kaya may mga instances na instead of creating, utilizing, or changing some of the instructional materials na hindi naman na relevant sa kanilang tuturuan, i-adapt na lang nila. Which is wrong. Kasi sometimes, may mga students tayo na hindi pare-pareho ang utak. Say for example, ako ay isang grade 10 teacher ng Section 5. Say for example, Section 5. Yung aking instructional materials, lesson plans, learning logs, ibibigay ko sa isa kong kapwa teacher, which is currently handling the last section or the last bracket, say for example. Kapag the same content yung i-discuss, hindi i-reconstruct or papalitan ng mga appropriate na activities para sa kanilang learners, mahihirapan yung mga batang maka-achieve ng high scores. Mahihirapan yung batang intindihin ang buong content. Why? Because that subject or that topic is not appropriate for the learner's needs. Hindi nagiging tamad ang teachers. Sadyang maraming responsibilities ang binibigay sa mga guro, kaya nakakalimutan na nilang i-prioritize minsan ang pagtuturo or pag-create ng kanilang sariling instructional materials na appropriate sa kanilang students. Kaya ang ending, pinagtsatsagaan nila yung binigay or hiningi nilang instructional materials para gawin nilang sariling discussion. However, there are teachers who take the challenge of developing the instructional materials themselves. Some of them claim that there's no better way to utilize instructional materials than to have them personally designed and developed. Which the case may be, the teacher is the legitimate authority to act on the most appropriate action with this aim in mind to enhance students' learning and make the academic engagement meaningful. So when a teacher have the extra time to create their own personal instructional materials, mas madali. Bakit? Kapag ikaw yung gumawa ng sarili mong instructional materials, kapag ikaw yung gumawa ng sarili mong lesson plan, mas madali siyang i-discuss na kahit pikit ka, kaya mo siyang i-discuss. Kasi familiar ka sa flow. Familiar ka sa content ng lesson plan or instructional materials na gagawin mo. Because you are the one who designed it. You are the one who made it. Kaya, we have to be thankful for those teachers na despite of all those activities na meron sila, despite of all the meetings na meron sila, despite of all the paperworks na meron sila, they still try to make efforts in creating an instructional materials that is capable for their students. Anyways, kapag maging teacher or actual teachers na kayo sa field, may experience nyo na ang hassle in choosing between resting or creating the instructional materials or paperworks for your students. So we have here some suggestions that may help you in developing instructional materials for language learning or instructional materials as a whole. Okay, paggawa ng mga instructional materials kung paano natin sila ma-i-develop. Una, know your students well. Nabanggit natin to sa ating previous discussion. Kapag kilala mo ang students mo, kapag alam mo kung paano sila matuto, mas madali sa iyong gumawa ng instructional materials. Mas madali sa iyong magturo because you are familiar with your students' way of learning. Get acquainted with the individual student's profile, family background, health record, and other pertinent data that can help you assess the student's would-be performance in class. In doing so, you already have in mind at some point the kind of activities, instructional materials he or she needs. We need to be familiar with what learning techniques our students have. Kung fast learner ang students mo, kung slow learner ang student mo, kung middle learner ang student mo, or kapag may mga problema silang hindi sinasabi na nakakaapekto na sa kanilang pag-aaral. Because those problems can give full impact on how your students will learn. And as a teacher, you have to know your students well because ikaw ang mag-a-adjust for them. Hindi pwedeng may student ka na slow learner, papalabasin mo siya kasi hindi niya ma-spelling yung salitang good morning. Again, as a teacher, you will adjust. You will try your best to help that student to learn. That is the job of the teacher. Okay, let's have the next one. Next, we have understand the learning outcomes. This is your anchor in the selection development of the instructional materials. Ultimately, the expected student's learning outcome of the course is to be proficient in both oral and written communication skills. Therefore, your preparation as well as facilitation of the learning activities should apparently lead to the attainment of these competencies or outcomes. You need to learn and understand the learning objectives of your topic. Papaano mo magagawa ng paraan kung paano i-discuss ang isang subject or ang isang topic if ikaw mismo na teacher hindi maintindihan ang lesson objectives or learning outcomes? Kailangan mong gumawa ng ways on how the learning objectives can be easily understood by your students. Pangatlo, think smart and practical. Endogenous materials may just be found around the corner. Carefully select and reconfigure them to serve as instructional materials. May mga instances na kapag wala tayong budget, hindi na tayo nakakagawa o nakakaisip ng mga magagandang instructional materials na pwedeng gawin. Kasi mostly, we are relying on money. We are relying on how are we going to buy cartolina, colorful stuff, glue, crayons, scotch tape, paper tape, or anything that can make our instructional materials beautiful and attractive. So, ang nangyayari kapag wala tayong budget pambili, putyo-putyo na lang yung nagiging instructional materials natin, which is wrong. Kasi we can recycle. Not because you don't have enough money to buy some specific stuff in order for you to create an artistic and beautiful piece of instructional material. Nag-i-stop na tayo kasi wala naman tayong budget. Diba? Without knowing na meron tayong pwede i-recycle sa gigilid-gilid ng natin. Meron kayong mga scratch papers, you can use that. Kalendaryo, just add up some design or gandahan nyo lang yung kanyang sulat. Also, you have to make sure that your instructional material is visible enough for your learners. Hindi pwedeng parang maliliit lang yan na langgam na nakadikit or nakasulat sa iyong cartolina, manila paper, or any instructional material na meron ka. Next one, adapt or adopt well-proven effective instructional materials. A number of research-based effective instructional materials for language may be appropriately utilized in certain communicative contexts. And lastly, create contextualized materials. Print and non-print materials are both indispensable to teaching and learning. Any teacher is given the opportunity to create his or her own instructional materials with due consideration of the context, content, and structure. As a teacher, we can use print or non-print materials in teaching or in using as our instructional materials. Choice naman natin yung teachers Kung choice mong maggastos, kung choice mong maging artistic, that's you. The main purpose of our instructional materials is to make sure na capable pa rin ito sa pagtuturo or pagiging part ng ating discussion with our students. Sabihin natin naka-PowerPoint ka, choice mong mag-PowerPoint, that's on you. Just have to make sure and remember na maiintindihan ng mga bata ang discussion mo, na maiintindihan nila kung ano yung topic mo for today. In the realization of the aforementioned, any teacher is given the right and freedom to do what is best for the students in the attainment of the intended outcomes. Again, choice ng teacher kung ano yung gagawin niyang paraan sa pagkakreate ng kanyang discussion. Choice ng teacher kung gagamit ba siya ng printed materials, gagawa ba siya ng PowerPoint, magpapakita ba siya ng TV. Choice yan ng teacher. So, main goal lang natin sa ating pagtuturo is to make sure that our students is learning. Of course, with the use of our instructional materials. Okay, that will be the end of our discussion. Now, let's have our activity for lesson 2. For your instruction on a 1/2 yellow paper, answer the following questions. Strictly no erasure, no alteration, and no superimposition. Also, you're not allowed to use correction tape. Okay, number 1. Why is there a need to develop an instructional material when there are ready-made ones? Pangalawa, what instructional materials have you developed? Describe its purpose. Okay, so you're going to answer that on a 1/2 yellow paper. Same instruction, no erasure, no alteration, no superimposition, and no whiteouts or correction tapes. Same instruction. After you're done answering, you have someone to collect the paper and put it on my table at room 102. So that is it for today. Goodbye, everyone.